think I'm perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm perfect. Perfect, perfect.
Friday Fortnite has taken the gaming and entertainment worlds by storm. In only 9 weeks, it's become the biggest gaming event in the entire world, averaging over 600,000 unique viewers every single week. With all these people watching every single week, you would think it was extremely hard to win this tournament. Well, I can tell you, it is. But there is one duo that consistently proves they are the best. You know who I'm talking about, Faze Tfue and Faze Cloackzy. Now, if you don't know how good these guys are, let me just throw some stats at you real quick. Out of the 9 Friday Fortnite tournaments, Tfue and Cloackzy have played together in 8 of them. And out of those 8 tournaments, they have been the champions 4 times. That is a 50% tournament win rate. If you want to dig deeper into the statistics, they have won 49 out of 58 matches. That's a whopping 84.4% win rate, which absolutely blows any of the other duos in this tournament's stats out of the water. Like I said at the beginning, it is no easy task to win a Friday Fortnite tournament. You can ask TSM, they've only won 1 time. And you can also ask Ninja, he's only won once before as well. You're probably wondering, how has Faze Tfue and Cloackzy won so many of these tournaments? And the first thing that might come to many of you is, oh, well, they're just the best at killing people, right? Yeah, you're actually right. They are the best at killing people. But it's not just because their aim and building is so good. It's much more than that. So we all know the way to win Friday Fortnite is to get the most kills. But it's much easier said than done, because every single Fortnite game is completely different. This means that there is no one set play or plan that will allow you to get the most kills every single game. So yes, at the end of the day, there is some luck that comes with Friday Fortnite. Nobody could land where you go. Even if you go to Tilted Towers, nobody could be there. Sure, it's unlikely to happen, but it could. There are a few key things that the Faze guys do every single week to help put them in a winning position. One of the most important parts of a Friday Fortnite match is the beginning. And no, I'm not talking about when you land. I'm talking about the very beginning when you are on the island waiting for people to spawn into the lobby. There are so many things going through the minds of Cloackzy and Tfue when the game starts. First, they take a look at the angle the bus is taking. Where is it positioned on the map? From here, they can guess where other squads are going to drop on the map. And then they can also think about where they might want to drop too. Then when they get in the actual bus and it's moving, they make sure they always look at the back so they can see how many people are dropping and how many squads land at each town. This is what really helps them in the middle of the game, with what most people like to call rotations. Now, if you don't know what rotations are, it's very simple. It's the routes that the players decide to take when they're moving town to town. For example, if the Faze guys land at Shifty Shafts, after they clear it out, it's what they do next. Are they gonna go north to Tilted Towers, or will they go west to Greasy Grove? Well, wherever they decide to go, that's what we call a rotation. And this is when, more times than not, a winner of a Friday Fortnite match is determined. The team that rotates the best in the middle of the game is the one that finds the most squads. They have the smarter movement on the map. Of course, though, to secure that victory, you have to win your battles with all the squads you find. But as you guys can see now, if you have the best aim, the best building, but your rotation suck, you're not gonna win. And you could think, okay, maybe if a team follows them, then they'll have really good rotations too, right? No, that's gonna be a problem, guys, because Tfue and Cloackzy are elite when it comes to building and aiming. And you also have to realize if a team is following them, that means they are behind Tfue and Cloackzy the entire time. And we have also seen in these tournaments, Faze, Tfue, and Cloackzy are not scared to split up. They will go off on their own, look for 1v4 against squads, and often end up in 1v8 situations by themselves and come out on top. And almost all the duos in Friday Fortnite cannot keep up with this type of aggression and pace. And if they try to, often they'll just end up making a very bad decision and dying early on. And that will lead us into the last thing that makes the Faze guys so good at these tournaments. It's their decision making. Pretty much everything I've talked about here comes down to their decision making. Where do they want to drop? Where do they want to rotate after they drop? Should they take this next fight? Should they back up? Should they go farm mats instead of looking for squads? Should we split up? Should we do that? Should we do this? It's all decisions. And it's just insane that most of the time they make the right one. Of course, here and there they mess up. If they didn't, they would have won 8 out of 8 tournaments. Let's take a look at last week's tournament where the Faze guys won every single match. They played against 7 other duos and never lost. This means they played a total of 14 games. In 14 Fortnite games, Faze made better decisions than their opponents and didn't slip up one time. That's absurd. They played 14 games and didn't make any mistakes, and this isn't the only tournament where they did that. They've done it twice. So if that doesn't put in perspective how good Faze is at making decisions, I honestly don't know what will. So these are some of the reasons why Faze Tfue and Cloackzy are so good. The only thing they have not been able to do so far is win back-to-back in Friday Fortnite. For some reason, over the course of 8 weeks, they just win, then lose, then win, then lose, and over. They did win week 9 though, so this is their chance in week 10 to possibly break the curse. Do you guys think they'll be able to do it? Be sure to leave a reply down below, and do not miss out on this week's Friday Fortnite.